Beatles album in the U.S., they played with the recordings and pumped up the bass lines, giving the U.S. a different sound that the music by the Beatles and everyone else was receiving. Moreover, Capitol had many problems in the past with spelling errors, and the records had very poor sound quality and severe quality problems. Moving on to Epic Records. Epic Records was founded in 1953 and they distribute in the U.S. Epic started out as a jazz and classical music label by CBS, and 10 years later they earned their first gold records. They became a hit-making force in the rock and roll, R&B, as well as country music scene. Their music continued in the 1970s with artists such as ABBA and Johnny Cash. It is currently part of the Sony BMG, and the Sony Corporation bought all of the CBS's labels in 1988. The current artists are quite varied as well as genres include AC/DC, Celine Dion, Ben Folds, Fuel, Good Charlotte, Incubus, and Michael Jackson.
Okay, next we decided to look at the annual sales of the overall market for the record industry. This gives you an idea. These are the total units sold, and then these are the total retail units. So, and this little blue line is once they started selling digital music. As you can tell, that they're able to sell more units with the digital, but because of the fact that the retail units, like the amount of sales, it actually is continuing to go down because they're unable to sell it as a high of a cost as they would if they were selling an actual CD. Here's the retail sales, which is what I was kind of talking about back there. They thought that, like, you know, if they get into digital, and that's kind of what we all think, you know, they're selling it digitally as well, they're able to make up for it, when in actuality it's a very minuscule difference. And these are the music publishing sales, and this is EMI, which is the entire music industry. That's not what it stands for, but it kind of worked out nicely.